Hey guys, welcome back to the Subtl YouTube channel. It's Keira here, and today we are doing a super exciting video on what to buy if you are a makeup beginner or you're just someone who feels like you're not very good at makeup and you just kind of want to start fresh. If you found yourself searching for or clicking on this video, you're probably feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, maybe you want to use makeup, but you've always just felt intimidated by it. And in this video, we're gonna make it so simple. Now, I am not like a makeup artist or a professional, but I am someone that loves makeup, that plays around with it a lot, that spends way too much time on TikTok and YouTube, and has just collected a lot of tips and tricks over the years. And really, I found a way to make my makeup routine feel like simple, easy, quick, and like it's just a part of me. So without further ado, let's dive in. Now, the first thing you need to know as a makeup beginner is that prepping your skin is just as important as the makeup products that you buy or use. There's two things you need to know about prepping your skin. One is gonna be a good lotion and the other is gonna be a good sunscreen. So for a face lotion, if you're someone that's just simplistic, you could use like CeraVe or La Roche-Posay. Any of those like drugstore brands are totally fine, just like a lightweight lotion. Obviously you wanna wash your face too. So at the very minimum, cleanse and lotion, okay? You wanna get any grime and makeup off from the night before. And then you're gonna want a good sunscreen as your base. I personally love the Supergoop Glow Screen. I'll pop a picture up of it. That gives you a really nice glowy base because like I said, this is beginner makeup, so we're not gonna be doing any crazy foundation. So having a good sunscreen kind of acts as like a tinted moisturizer and allows you to not have to use a foundation. So that's number one, is prepping the skin. Now, next is the products that I would recommend you buy as a beginner. So the first thing is going to be a concealer. Now, like I said, I think if you're a beginner, you shouldn't even bother with foundation. Like finding a good foundation match and learning to do your foundation right is really tricky. So if you're just starting out, get a good sunscreen base and just do a concealer. And if you find the right concealer that's like a creamy consistency, you can see right here, this is the Subtle Beauty Concealer. It's a perfect shade match in 3N, and it's just like so creamy and just like disappears right into my skin. So again, the biggest thing with a concealer is cream products are gonna be easiest to work with when you're starting out because you can use your finger, and two, getting the perfect shade match. Now, Subtl has an amazing shade match quiz, and when I tell you that this is probably the best shade match of a concealer I've ever had, like that quiz is awesome. So that's makeup product numero uno is gonna be a concealer. Number two, if you have gorgeous bushy eyebrows, like just leave them, you know, you don't need an eyebrow pencil, but I do recommend an eyebrow pencil. This one is Patrick Ta, it works well. I also like the Benefit one. I like one that has a spoolie on one end so that you can fluff, and a pencil on the other end. You really just wanna get one that you can kind of recreate strokes with. You don't want to just like fill it in like a block. You want to kind of feather the pencil in the direction of your eyebrow hair so that it mimics your eyebrows so that it looks natural. And then at the end, I like to go in and fluff it up. Okay, next I would recommend a bronzer. Bronzer is amazing. It brings like dimension to the face. It makes you look more alive, a little bit sun-kissed, especially if it's in the winter or if you're someone that's pretty pale. For Subtl bronzer, I use the shade Leche. And this is actually the lightest bronzer color, but I love it because I can just kind of use it liberally. I apply it in like a 3 shape, okay? I'll just give you an example. So I usually tap it off, and then you're gonna start up at the forehead. You're gonna kind of follow this line. Like if you suck in, you'll see there's kind of a natural hollow to the cheek. You wanna go right on that or just a little bit above because it'll kind of fall down. So you go into 3 shapes. So 1, 2, 3, okay? You can just kind of do that. You can kind of bring it down here. Lean on the lighter end for bronzer, especially when you're starting out, because that way you can just be kind of liberal with it. Okay, next is going to be a highlight. Now, I really love cream highlighter. If you have more dry skin, that's what I'd recommend. And highlight is not right for everyone. If you have more mature skin and you do tend to deal with a lot of dryness and wrinkles, highlighter will actually actually accentuate that. So play around with it. It's not something that you need, especially if you use that Supergoop glow screen. Like, it actually gives a pretty nice glow. But like I said, I like cream highlighter. This is in the shade Rose, and you're just gonna put a little bit here on the height of the cheekbones, and then you can add some to your nose in like an exclamation point shape, okay? And that will kind of make your nose look a little bit skinnier. It contours it a little bit. You can also add highlighter in the corner here. But yeah, like I said, there's the cream highlighter in Rose. I love that one because it has a little bit of a blushy tone to it. Or if you have more oily skin, you might want to stick with a powder highlight. Subtle has the powder highlight in the shade Champagne, and this is super pretty as well. I love both of them. Now, obviously you need a blush, okay? That is going to liven up and waken up your face and just make you look youthful and happy and glowy. For a blush, if you're starting out or just in general, this is what I use. I recommend a lip and cheek, okay? My life changed when I discovered cream lip and cheek products. I used to never use blush before that because I hated how the powder blush looked on me. I don't know why, but because you're a beginner, just having like a multi-purpose product that you know just looks good on your lips and your cheeks, and it will tie the whole look together. So I personally, with the Subtle shades, I love all of them, but Terracotta Tour Guide and Mauve in the Maldives are probably my favorites. And those two shades are going to be pretty much universally flattering on everyone, but choose whatever color you just feel looks best on you. And yeah, when you have a lip and cheek, you don't have to worry and stress about like, do my lips and my cheeks go together? Like, it's just all in one. You can apply it real quick and you don't have to worry about it. I forgot to talk about lip balm when I talked about skin prep. Prepping your lips is important as well. Subtle has these lip balms. They're actually scented and they smell so good, but like this one is strawberry stopover and it has a really light pink look to it. Or if you like something more portable, I really like the Vaseline Advanced Healing like lip therapy before bed, or just like I do this usually while I'm using my skincare, and then if I'm like on the go and I have my Subtle stack with me, then I'll use the Subtle lip balm. If you are someone that's oily, I would also get some type of powder. The Shine Control powder from Subtle is perfect. I used to never use powder at all because every time I applied it, it ended up being too much and looking cakey and powdery. This is super thin, so highly recommend the Shine Control powder. It's universal. It doesn't leave like a white cast. You can just use this big fluffy brush to apply a little bit in the spots that you might need the shine to be controlled. Okay, so you just apply a little bit. I've heard people talk about the T-zone. Again, I don't have super oily skin, but if I do apply some, it'll just be a little bit on the forehead, the chin, and then like right here, not all over the face. I don't touch the nose either. And then lastly, as you can see, I have eyelash extensions. This makes getting ready super quick and easy for me. But here's the thing, you don't actually need a mascara because it's really trendy right now to not do mascara at all and just to kind of go bare. But obviously that's up to you. There's a lot of good drugstore mascaras. I like the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara. Again, I'll put a picture up here of what that looks like. Or if you like Sephora, the NARS mascara is really good as well. And then if you're starting out, you don't need all these things, but these are just kind of like what I would get to start in your kit. You don't even need eyeshadow, okay? If you have a powder bronzer and a powder highlight, you can use these on your eyelids. That's not what I have on right now, but it's what I use most days. Let's talk about tools. Let me be the first one to tell you, you do not need a bunch of fancy brushes. The Subtle stack actually has this little brush in the bottom, and this thing is shaped like it's amazing. It actually is perfect for bronzer because it's in that perfect shape to do the 3 thing that we talked earlier. You can do a little contour on the side of your nose if you want. Then you can use this handy little dry brush cleaner and use it for highlighter. Or I showed this earlier. This is the Stacked Brush BFF. This is great if you like a little bit of a more fluffy brush. And right now, this actually comes with your stack for free. It's also perfect for on the go. And then the only other brush that I would buy, again, if you want to do your eyeshadow, would be this dual-ended eyeshadow brush. If you're a beginner, having products that are 2-in-1, like the lip and cheek, or using the bronzer and highlight as eyeshadow, like that just just makes it feel easier and simpler. So same thing with brushes. Like you just have your little brush in the bottom of your stack, or you just use this for a bronzer or powder, and then you have one brush for your eyeshadow, and that's it, okay? So this is dual-ended. It's so convenient. This is like one of my all-time favorite products. It has this like angled brush, so again, it makes doing your eyeshadow so easy. So you're just gonna use this for your bronzer in the crease, okay? You're literally just gonna follow the crease, and then you're gonna use this little end for whatever light or sparkly color you're using, and just put that in the middle, just like this, okay? So darker color goes in the crease, and then the lighter color goes in the middle, and that's all you need to know. Okay, and there you have it. In my experience, you don't need a finishing spray, you don't need anything crazy. So just imagine if all you needed was a little stack and 2 little brushes. Like, that's it. You don't have to have all these huge products in your drawer that you don't know what to do with anymore. And our channel is filled with tutorials that are super simple and easy to follow. A lot of the tutorials are done by me. I try to keep them super simple and super real. It's just having fun doing super simplistic makeup. So if you are a makeup beginner, I hope that now at the end of this video, you're feeling a little less intimidated. You can head to subtlbeauty.com if you want to build a stack. You can just select all the products that I mentioned here, fill out that shade match quiz to make sure that your concealer shade is the right one for you. Thanks so much for watching. If I left anything out or you still have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll link a makeup tutorial that I think is gonna be really good for you if you are just starting out. That is super quick and easy. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.